Hi, it's Katie and welcome to my corner of the world. Welcome back to Tea Tuesday. I don't have tea with me today. I had my iced tea earlier today. It's getting to be that kind of season where the hot tea is on the way out and the iced tea is on the way in. And Andrew and I actually worked a tea party this past weekend, and he got sent home with a ton of tea, and I've been using it for iced tea all week. Well, I should say the last couple of days because it was on Saturday. If you do not know what Tea Tuesdays are, welcome. Hi, my name is Katie, and on my channel I do normally a lot of unboxings, hauls. Tea Tuesdays are my time to kind of sit back, relax, connect with you, kind of chit chat. We do a couple of different things on Tea Tuesdays. The first Tea Tuesday of every month is my monthly giveaway, so I will pop a link to that one right there. And then I do my sizzles and fizzles for the prior month and the following Tea Tuesday. The last Tea Tuesday of every month is always live. So be sure to check that out. That is at 7:30 p.m. East Coast time, the last Tuesday of every month. We have a lot of fun on there. So if any of that sounds good to you, please consider hitting subscribe and joining my community on here. We would love to have you. All right. Hey, let's get into this. So let's get started with my fizzles for April. All right. The first one that kind of fizzled, I could not wait to not have to use this mascara. And I was using like older mascaras that I probably should have gotten rid of just so that I didn't have to use this one that I pulled last month. This is the Milani. This is the anti-gravity. It is highly rated, it says. Well, not by me. The wand is super long. I didn't like how it gripped. It didn't lengthen. It didn't. The only way it created volume was by clumping everything together. I could not wait to be done with this mascara. I just don't think it's a good formula. So that is a fizzle for me. The second one, and this should be no big surprise, was this, what is it even called? Lamelia. It's a color eyeshadow. I got this on Temu. Now I should keep this around. I wanted to do like a Temu kind of review of things I've gotten, and this would definitely be in the did not work. Like this was just terrible. The way it works, it actually has two colors. Let me see if I can. You can see there you have like a lighter and a darker one, and instead of pushing up, you push down. That causes it to come up, but it doesn't show up. And as soon as you push on it, it goes like right back down. Like you have to be able to like hold it up and swipe at the same time. You can barely see it there. And that's how it is on the eye. You can barely see it. I mean, even going in and like really working it, there you can see it a little better, but it's more shiny than anything. It's a terrible product. The way you have to apply it is awkward. The payoff is not good. It is just a bad product. There's a lot of things on Temu that you can get that are a great buy. This is not one of them. This is just a waste of your money. Do not get this. So those are my two fizzles for this month. The next is the not for me. Twos are not for me. They may be great products. They're just not for me. Maybe they work on somebody else's skin tone or their skin texture, their skin type, their hair. Maybe it's just not a color for me. Those are the twos. They're just not for me. It doesn't mean they're bad. It's hard for me to say. The first one is the Trader Joe's hair mask. I mean, it was okay. I would not buy it again. And for me, I felt like it was actually kind of drying to my hair. I used all kinds of different hair masks this past month, and I swear I like messed it up. I messed up my hair. I had my hair is normally curly, and I had like, a mat. I would usually change around masks, but the masks I used this past month were just uh, they were terrible. Oh, I don't know what it was, but they dried out. This might be great for somebody with like thin, straight hair, but for me with thicker, coarser, curly hair, it was not good. So maybe for someone else. I got that in the advent calendar, so I'm not even sure they actually sell it at Trader Joe's. The This was from Makeup of the Day. This was a beauty blender. This got like really hard. I didn't like the a I didn't like the density of it when it was wet. I actually like the density better when it's not. I I just didn't feel like this did a good job on me. Maybe you like a very dense texture or in your beauty sponge, but it wasn't for me. So Makeup of the Day sponges, not for me. I actually like the Timu one. See, Timu can have ones. Can have good things. The Timu sponges, beauty blenders I like better. Or, speaking of hair masks, this is the Amika. Let me see if I can find the name of it. This is the Amika Soul Food Nourishing Mask. Again, it didn't work well with my hair. Or, I know people love Amika. You can see, I mean, I totally used it up. I know people love Amika, but it just didn't work well with my hair. So, oh, it's a not for me. Some people are going to be shocked. You're all going to come for me in the comments on this one probably, but the Laneige Water Bank Moisture Cream, it's enough for me. It's a, I will say it is a good product. I did not like how dense it was. I got a sample. This was a birthday sample that I got with the Night Water Bank and the lip sleeping mask. I love the lip sleeping mask. I liked the night one. The night and the day have opposite problems, and I started using them opposite. The daytime one is really thick, really creamy, dense. That's what I want on my face at night. I felt like it was like oily during the day, just didn't absorb well for me. The nighttime one is much more like a water cream moisturizer. It, it's a lot less dense. It is very hydrating. And I like that more for the daytime. This is more of a nighttime one for me. So for that, it's a not for me, as it's labeled in this case. It's a very nice moisturizing cream, though. It's just not for me. Then I have the Huda Beauty. This is the Matte and Metal Melted Shadows. So liquid eyeshadows. They are in VI Pink and $1 Million Deal. So the VI Pink is a matte. It is a very pretty color. All right, and then the $1 Million Deals is more of a metallic. And I tried using this, and this one is more of like a brush. So I tried using these once or twice throughout the month, and they just did not work well for me. Now, I think the problem is that I have very hooded eyes. And so these would end up like sticking. It was like I couldn't blink. And when I did, it all of this, even after it dried down, like it was still kind of tacky, and it was like after I blinked, it would like peel. So I would have like on in one eye, I'd have more of this color on the top, on the side, on the other eye, more of it would be on the bottom. There'd be patchy places. This is the true definition of not for me. And I think if you have hooded eyes, this is probably not one for you. They are beautiful. The formula is gorgeous. They feel nice, but hooded eyes are not, and this do not get along well. The last one in here is actually from ColourPop. All of the other ones I'm getting rid of that are not for me. This is the only one I would keep. This is because it's a peep. So I do have those few ColourPops that I keep around because they're kind of collectible. It looks like a peep. I pulled this. I never used it this month. I have swatched it before. I'll swatch it again for you. Oh, it's very pretty. It is just bubblegum pink. It was better than I thought it was. I might have to throw that back in and see, because that would make a nice topper. When I looked at it, I was like, there is no way I'm using that. It is way too bright. So I'm going to put it back in. I'm going to make myself use it this month. And if I don't use it, then I have to get rid of it. But I'm going to make myself use it because when I put it on, and it's a better color. So we will reevaluate this not for me, because I was going to say, I love this. I love ColourPop. I love their Super Shocks. It's just not a color I would go to when it's that pink, but that would be much better as a topper. So we'll try it again. And it gets a second life. So those were my not for me's. My threes are my, I liked it. I didn't love it. I would probably pass it up in a store, but if I got it in a box or somebody sent it to me, like a collab, I'd be just as likely to hang on to it as I would be to pitch it. So let's look at what my threes were this month. And some of these are threes for different reasons. And these two, this is the 111 Skin Nocturnal Eclipse Recovery Cream. So a night moisturizer. It was okay. There was nothing bad about it, and there was nothing good about it. Except that it's gonna be like $80 to replace it, and there's no way I'm ever paying that. It's not that good. And even on sale, it's not that good. And so if I got it in a box, yeah, I'd probably keep it. But overall, it's Same thing with the Goldfaden Brightening Elixir. This is a hydrating and brightening serum. It's a very nice serum. Goldfaden is just ridiculously stupid expensive. Just like 111 Skin is ridiculously stupid expensive. Neither one of these would I pay full price. If I saw them in Ipsy sales, which is I think where I got both of these. He's either in my Ipsy glam bag or in an Ipsy sale. I would pick them up in like the 2 for $5 bundles. But I'm not paying anywhere near their regular price. So like, hey, even if this went on like 50% off in Ulta, I'm probably not picking it up. Same thing with this. I don't even know where else you get this other than Ipsy, but it's so dumb, ridiculous, expensive that I would not get it. Happy to get them in a box though. And then I have a couple of lippies. This is the Anastasia of Beverly Hills. What color are you in? It's like Sun Cafe lip gloss. It's okay. It's not my color, and it's sticky. That is the color on there. It's got a brilliant shine, but it's kind of tacky, and I don't love the color. If I put just this color on, I would look dead. And so, because of those two, it's all right. I might use it as a topper, or so we'll see. I might hold on to it and try it again 1 month, but right now it's kind of eh. Same thing with this e.l.f. This is the lipstick duos in a day and night. I liked these. I didn't love these, so I don't think I would go out and purchase them again. There's the daytime one, and this is in, does it give me a shade? No, it just says lipstick duos day and night. There is the nighttime, so it's a little deeper. So they're decent colors. They're not my favorites. They're a little too berry for me. I like a nude pink. I've just discovered, like, I like a nude pink and sometimes a red, but they're okay. Hey, I'm not going out. I'm not going to repurchase them. But again, if somebody gave them to me, I might keep it. The other one, kind of the same thing. This is the Super Shine from Koki Cosmetics. This is number 53 Fantasy. Kind of the same deal here. Or apparently I picked like the same color of all my lipsticks. If anything, this one is a little too pink and berry. Just not my shades. But close enough that with like a lip gloss or something, I can make it my shade. So they're not ones I'm pitching. But if I got any of those in a box or in a collab, I'd be just as likely to give them away. Okay, a couple more things. Let's go with all of the masks. Now, masks, you have to be a super standout to get anything but a 3. And you have to have like caused a reaction or something to get anything below a 3. They're pretty much all you know, I've purchased some I've gotten in collabs. Some of these I've gotten in, I don't think any of them I've ever paid full price for, let's put it that way. And I don't think I would. The Beauty Bio Bright Eyes, I forget, somebody sent me this one. I really liked it. It was very nice. I'm not going out of my way to purchase it though. The Grace and Stella Everything is Better in Pink. Now I have purchased these in either Ipsy sales, or I got a whole bunch from Amazon. I think on their Prime Day they had like a super sale. Like I think that I got them like 70% off. So I did use 2 of those. This is from Hanalei, the Pear Face Mask. I actually really like this. I may have repurchased this, but they don't make it anymore. So it can't get anything beyond a 3 because they don't make it. I can't possibly go out and buy it. I did when I did my Small Business Saturday. I'll put that up here too with Hanalei. I love most Hanalei products. I would have repurchased this if they still made it, but they don't. Creme Shop, I mean, I always love Creme Shop, but I'm never paying full price or anything for them. This is the 'Tis the Season to Be Lovely. It was a very nice mask. It was lovely. Not going out of my way though. The Super Beauté mask. This is the green apple blended with Jarrett tea from Honey Jarrett. It was a very nice mask. The green apple one was okay. I don't think I'd go out of my way though. Let's see, what was these? Another eye mask. These are the Soon Pomegranate Hydrogel. These things are just expensive, and so I wouldn't purchase them on my own. But if I get them like in a box or something, yeah, I'd probably keep it. And then this one is another one, like, I don't think you can buy. This came in my Kivia Journey box, and I will link that up here. That is like a cautionary tale. Don't get that box. The mask was nice. It was very pretty. It had this like lace on it. So it was very pretty. It was very nourishing. I'm just not ever buying anything from Kivia, even if they have them for sale in their shop. So somebody gives it to me, I may or may not use it. The only reason I would use it is because it's pretty. and that's not a reason to use it. The next one that I used up is the Marc Anthony Strictly Curls. This is the leave-in conditioner. It's okay. I love Marc Anthony's curl cream. I have like backups to backups of that stuff. I love that stuff. This was just okay. It says it hydrates, it's dry and frizzy curls. I didn't feel like it was very hydrating. It was better than the other two I used, those that were in the not for me. But I'm not going out of my way and getting this one. And it's not that expensive either. It's not like this is super expensive like 111 Skin or anything. A full size of this is going to be like less than $10 at Walmart. It was just, eh. There are other masks that I've used that I like a whole lot better than this one. The last two items are makeup items that will stay in my collection, but I don't think I would repurchase them. The first one is from Juvia's Place. I think I got this in a mystery bundle. This is the loose highlighter in Clio. It is very pretty. It is gorgeous. My biggest problem is that it is loose. Otherwise, I probably would repurchase this. Like, I would probably repurchase a highlighter from Juvia's Place, but not this one. You can see it's gorgeous. It's very subtle. It blends in really well with my skin tone. And I just don't like the loose powder. It makes a big mess. I feel like I can't control the amount that I get on the brush as much here. Or if anything, I probably use my finger like I just did more often than I used the brush because I felt like I had a little bit more control there. But other than it being a loose highlighter, I actually really liked it. So I wouldn't go get this one, but if they had the same in a pressed powder, I would be picking that up. The last one in my threes is my palette from last month. This was my palette of the month for April. It is the Floral Vintage. This is a beautiful, beautiful palette. I was so excited when I won this palette in a giveaway. The color story is fantastic. It's got some beautiful spring shades. It's got some more fall shades over here. I barely reached for this palette. These shades right here, these oranges, are just a not for me at all. This Buttercup and Daffodil, same thing. I'm not an orange or yellow person. Those are just not colors I use. This, again, over here, probably not for me. This color, this lavender Cosmos, I used the heck out of that one this past month. But that was the only one, and that's why I say I'm not gonna repurchase it for just one shade. I'd be more likely to go on Ace Beauté and see if I could just get that shade. It was a perfectly lovely, I've used this a lot with one that you're going to see in my fours. It's from Juvia's Place. It's a gray palette. It was really, really pretty with those grays. So I would not go purchase this palette again. I just don't think it's, one that's for me. I'm going to hold on to it. I'm going to pull it back out in the fall and see if I gravitate more towards any of these deeper colors for fall. But if I don't, then I'm probably going to depot that one and get rid of the rest of it because it's just okay. The formula is very nice. If those are your colors, it's fantastic. It's just not... I did not find myself gravitating to this one at all. I had two other palettes this month that were not my palette of the month that I grab for way more often. Okay, my fours. Fours are ones that are, I really, really like this, but it's not so spectacular that I would pay full price for it. I would get it again on sale. From Wishful, this is the Chin Lift, the sculpting sheet mask. Wishful is the Huda Beauty, the skincare line. I really do feel like after using it for like a day or two, I did feel like my jowls were up a little bit more, or it helped, you know, pull up this like double chin a little bit. It just firmed up that area. Uh, it could be, you know, a placebo effect, like where I wanted it to work so much I thought it worked, but I did really like this. It's expensive. I'm not purchasing it full price, but if I find it on sale, oh, like when the Hood is having a sale, I would pick this up again. The Kate Somerville, this is the Exfoliate. This is the green one that some people will say like it's like a rip your face off. It is a very coarse exfoliator. It did not bother me. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I would use it maybe like once a week. I wouldn't use it more than that. I mean, I know some people who use it daily, and that's fine. For me, it was once, maybe twice a week. It's just, as my skin is too sensitive to use it every day, but not so sensitive that I couldn't use it at all. I did really enjoy it. I would not pay Kate Somerville prices though, but if I see it in FabFitFun, add-ons, or Ipsy or BoxyCharm, yeah, I'm picking it up. Even if it was like a 50% off, like an Ulta or Sephora, I'd pick it up. This one is kind of sad. This is a sample of the Sugar Bomb line, and you can find this in Sephora. I used the Sugar Rose and I used the Sugar, I think it just says F21C. I used these two shades this past month, and honestly, I loved them. They're expensive though. They're expensive for a balm, I believe. And I just wouldn't go out of my way to purchase them at their full price. But they are lovely. I would have continued using them, except Emily pointed out that there are expiration dates on here. This expired 12/21. I got this. I was sent this as not for review or anything, but I was sent this. They're expired. This expired 12/21. This one expired 7/22. Oh, this one, and I didn't even use this one other than to swatch it. This one is so beautiful. Oh, that is definitely up my alley. I will say they're like super soft, like they kind of wiggle around. This expired February of 22, and this one, the honey, expired also. This one is probably of the colored ones, the one I would use least. You can see it's even like breaking. This expired 1/22, so I can't use any of these, but I did really enjoy them. They're really soft, really hydrating. They do give a nice wash of, they do give a nice pigment of color, or they're a little bit deeper than most balms are. So they're gorgeous, as they're expensive though, and so I'm not paying full price for them, but I would get them on sale. I just wish I could try them even more. There are two other ones in this kit, and they don't have expiration dates that I can see. These two though, this is the Mint Rush Refreshing Lip Treatment. So this is like a clear balm with mint. Ooh, look how, that's how much it's kind of melted. So in some ways, like, I don't know if it's a good summer one. And like, my house isn't even that hot. And then this is just a clear one, Advanced Therapy, a lip treatment. That one's still holding together, so I will keep that one and until it mushes up too much. So, oh, they are very nice. They are very soft. They're very hydrating. I enjoyed the feel of them, but unfortunately they're expired and I have to get rid of them. Couple more things in here. Like I said, this is like 3 and 4 of my 2 like big ones. And I finally have a hair mask that is a 4. I don't have any that are 5s, but I do have a 4, and that was the Foxy Bay replenishing hair mask. I did really enjoy this, as because my hair is short, I actually was able to get 2 uses out of this little tube. I got them as like a pack of 10, I think, like this, as from, I think like no, FabFitFun and sale. So, oh, I did really enjoy that, and I would pick it up again in FabFitFun. Tarte. This was the Glisten, the Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush. I did really enjoy this past month. That is what it looks like. It looks like I haven't used it at all, but I did use it several times, especially when I was looking for something that was more like a pinky color. Even this is kind of a peach, but it did well enough as like a pink and a highlight to use with like those silver shades and stuff, and the lavender shade in the Ace Beauté palette. So I did really like this. I would probably pick up another one of these blushes. Probably this color I would pick up again when I need it, but I'm not gonna need it for a long time. The Fenty Beauty, this is one of their lippies. You do have to make sure that you shake this up. It will separate. That's how it's made. This is their Lip Stunna. This is gorgeous. I reached for this a ton. It's got a kind of funky shaped doe foot, but I really, really liked this. That is a stunning color. It really is a stunna. The only reason it doesn't get a 5 is because it is a little on the pricier side, and it was a little bit drying on the lips. Once it dried down, I would just put a little gloss over it though, and that was fine, and that's the reason it's a 4 and not a 5. I kind of alluded to this one before, the Juvia's Place, the Rebel Grays. I really enjoyed this palette. I've been looking for more of a gray tone palette, and like I said, I use this a lot with that lavender color, so I would use that one and on there a lot. And you can even see I still have that lavender down here, so this makes a great topper for it. It just gives that little glimmer. This one was beautiful too with it. This I would use like more inner corner and as a topper on this. This one I would use kind of more the middle. I would deepen the outer corner with this one. And then this one is really interesting because this one you can actually pair with browns, or like if you're wearing kind of like something that has like gold jewelry or gold accents in it or something. This one kind of shifts between a gold and a silver. So that one was really, really pretty too. Oh, it's a duochrome that goes from like silver to gray. So I really enjoyed this one, and it's a 4 because grays are not something I reach for all the time. So, and I know I can always find it on sale at Juvia's Place. So pretty much I'm not going to pay full price for it because I can always find it on a sale. And the last one in the 4s, and this was a shock to me. I've had this sitting in my collection for a long time. And this is one of the reasons that I love doing this project is I'm making myself pull things that I haven't used and making myself use things that I normally wouldn't. And quite frankly, this scared me. This is the Benetint. It's a rose tinted lip and cheek stain. And this scared the heck out of me. I was like, there is no way that this is going to work well on my skin. It is beautiful. Oh, it is absolutely beautiful. So that is what it looks like. On the lips, it just gives a wash of red. On the cheeks, it blends out so beautifully that even on my pale skin, it gives this beautiful hint of color. I reached for this all month long. The Tarte I liked, it wasn't quite pink enough. This is what I used as most of the time when I needed a pink blush. So I found myself reaching for this all the time in April. I love this. I don't know if I would pay full price for it, but I will. This one is like a 4.5. Like I might pay full price, but I'm not sure. I would probably wait to get it on sale. Oh, but I loved this stuff. Okay. And finally, my fives, my sizzles, my heck yes, I'm buying it even if I can't find it on sale. The first one is no surprise to anyone who has watched my channel. That is the Christoph Robin Sea Salt Scrub. I absolutely love this stuff. I have bought it. I have repurchased it. I think I've been able to get it on sale, but I would pay full price if I had to. This just is so good for my scalp. I have psoriasis on my scalp. This really seems to help. It helps kind of take the flakes off, but it's also very calming to my scalp. It doesn't irritate it at all. I absolutely love this stuff, and I will continue to repurchase this even if I have to buy it at full price. You can see there is not, well, I was gonna say there's not a drop. There might be one little salt flake like there, but I absolutely love this stuff. Would stand by it at 100%. And you know, do I know it's going to work for everybody? No. But for me, this is a must-have. This one I've had forever because it is huge and I love it. It is 10.1 fluid ounces. It is rice water bright. It's a foaming cleanser. I got this in a collab that I did with Stylevana. They sent this to me for review. Oh, when I found this on sale, I went ahead and repurchased it immediately. That's how much I like this. This stuff takes off mascara. All makeup, is a wonderful cleanser. You don't even need sometimes a second and wash with this. Now I have gotten into cleansing balms, so this was my second wash, but honestly, you don't totally need a second one with this. Stylevana will tell you to, but this was a fantastic cleanser. So much better than any of the big name ones that I've used. And this is extremely reasonably priced for 10 ounces. It lasts forever. Love this stuff. The last one, and again, this might be controversial. Don't come at me. I guess you can, but I'm going to stand by it. In the Ulta sale, I purchased, this was not on sale, so I've already paid full price for this. I mean, technically I had like a $3 coupon, but this is the Morphe Florasis. This is a face palette. It is not just a eye palette. I found myself reaching for this palette all the time this past month. More than the Ace Beauté, more than the Juvias, more than anything, I reached for this palette. If I could only have one palette, this might be that palette. A little dirty. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So you have 9 pans. The top are all eye shades. You have a couple of shimmers. So this Rose Realm is a beautiful soft pink. That is what that one looks like there. The Avant Garde is just a little bit deeper of a pink. Pink almost goes a little bit gold. Well, I don't know if you can see that one. I'm having problems. So there's the first one, there's the second one. And then the Botanica is I use to set my eye. The Wildflowers, kind of my crease and outer corner. Sometimes I would go into Deeply Rooted for a really deep outer corner, but this was always my lower lash line. And it has like 2 highlighters down here at the bottom. The intent is for this Terrasphere to be kind of a blush. It's probably not the best blush color for me. It's a little brown. That is it. I mean, it will work in a pinch. And then it also has this Bramblewood. This is another insanely gorgeous shimmer. I would use this again to deepen up that outer corner, or sometimes even for the lower lash line. And I love this palette. I will repurchase this palette even if I have to pay. Full price was $18. It's not like it's a super expensive palette. This is the perfect travel palette. I mean, you've got most of your face. You have your eyes, you have your highlights. This would be probably more of a bronzer for me than a true blush, but I could make it work. That one is just definitely too deep for anything on my face other than my eyes, but stunning. Absolutely loved this palette. Would repurchase this again in a heartbeat. So that is my sizzle and fizzle for April. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if you would put things in different categories. I'm sure, especially in that 2 where it's a not for me, people are going to say, I love that. Why would you rank it so low? 2s aren't necessarily, they're low, but they're just not for me. They might be fabulous products. Thanks. Let me know if any of the 3s are your favorites, or let me know if any of my 4s and 5s are total fails for you. Oh, but that is it. That is my favorite, my sizzles and fizzles for the month of April. Until I see you next time, have a great day. Bye.